if we get.
We're live, by the way.
Hi. Hello. I'm going to log on to my stuff so I can share out too.
Yes.
Oh, shit. If I can find us, I need to go to your page.
All right. So I'm going to start sharing out. Let's see. Hello, anyone coming on? Hello, hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. We're just going to go ahead and share out. Hi, Brandy. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you. Hi, friends. Thank you for sharing. I'm good. I'm actually a lot better today. I actually got some rest. I had a few days off of work and I'm a lot better and I feel energized. And I actually went on a long walk with my dog, so he's happy today. Last time we were on a live, Amanda, we were actually talking about coffee. So
we were talking about coffee?
Yes, we ended up talking about coffee and like different kinds of espresso. And I don't know how we came across that topic, but it was interesting. I'm here, Brandy. How's everything going though?
With me?
Hello? Well, I was sorry. I'm like multitasking. No, I'm multitasking. I'm like sharing here doing this. Hi, Afia. Thank you for joining. Hi, Miranda. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. What's going on with you guys? How are you been feeling? I know a few people have been going through. Thank you for sharing, France. I know a few of you have been going through the shifts and stuff, and me and Amanda were talking about that right now. We're just talking about how we were feeling with the different shifts going on and how we came out on the other side. And she was telling me that she started Ayurvedic.
Yeah, an Ayurvedic nutrition class.
Ayurvedic nutrition class.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. But I just started that, so I'm not super well versed yet. I just started it, so.
Fran says that coffee conversation was funny. Let me just go ahead and pin my comment. So we're going to be doing readings and healings today. It's open donations, guys, as usual. So whatever you feel like donating, you can go ahead and donate that. Always try to keep it open donations because I know not just the holidays, but I know people sometimes have more money and sometimes have less money. So open donations for the most part. Oh, I think someone just donated.
Awesome. Thank you. Let me switch over so I can actually see the comments. There we go.
Oh, Brandy, you donated. Thank you, Brandy. So Brandy has donated. I'm going to start the list. Oh. You were saying something about dosha, though?
Yes, figuring out what a dosha is. I didn't know what a dosha was, so a dosha is basically your constitution. Like, you hear people in conversation being like, oh, I have a weak constitution or a strong constitution. So from my understanding, like, it's all elemental. So my dosha, I forget which one it is, maybe Preeti or something, but so I'm mostly fire and water. So that's my main dosha. So by eating certain foods, like if I'm already mostly fire, if I'm eating a lot of spicy foods or a lot of fire type foods, that's going to aggravate my constitution because it's about maintaining balance with what you're consuming and thinking about food as medicine.
That makes sense. They talk about doshas as well in other parts of people's charts. As far as the birth chart goes, they talk about doshas as in like sometimes they say this person, like you said, fire, earth, water. They're prone to this. They're prone to accidents. Like, you know how each chart has a specific part. Like if you look in your second house, you can see where the sun. If your sun is placed in this house, what does that mean? If your sun is placed in the first house, how does that turn out for you? But certain planets have homes. So if they're in their home space, they're happy. If they're not in their home space, they're not happy. Suppose we're talking about like the opposite of where Taurus is, and Taurus is somewhere else, and then Jupiter is not in its home planet, or Venus it's not in its home planet, or Venus it's not near its home constellation. You're going to start having some trouble in love, right? So if it's in its home planet, or then you have to worry about the constellation trines, and if Jupiter's at a distinctive place with Venus and how that affects. That's why each person gets affected differently. And the dosha sometimes can be like there's the Sarpadnaga dosha, which means a snake dosha. There's this, and there's certain curses, predispositions, kind of like what you're saying. But that's as far as the charts go. But I guess incorporating the food aspect into it sounds pretty cool. I guess avoiding certain things, kind of like avoiding certain accidents and stuff like that. It makes sense. Thank you for donating, Brandy. I saw that. I put you on the list. Anyone else who's watching while I'm rambling, if you're Brandy is number 1 on the list. If you feel like donating again, go ahead and feel free to donate. I didn't mean to cut you off. Frankie. Hello, Frankie. Thank you for joining us. You wanted to drop in and say thank you. Aw, that was sweet. Well, thank you for being you, Frankie. That's very sweet. She's very sweet. She just pops in and says these really cute things sometimes. Aw. Frankie donated.
Thank you.
Thank you for donating, Frankie. Okay, so we have Frankie on the list, and Miranda also has donated. So let me put these people on the list. Okay. Thank you for donating, Frankie. Thank you, Miranda. What we're going to be doing today is, I try not to say this much. What we're going to be doing today is a lot of us have been experiencing the shifts and the parts of us that are kind of stuck, our human aspects that are stuck in the old, and the ascension parts of us that are like stuck in the new. And so we're, the in-between that we're kind of stuck in, we're just going to kind of push all of them in together instead of being stuck here and here. They're going to be all kind of in one. And it's going to help you as far as the ascension codes and kind of the shifts and kind of not being in 2 different places or kind of breaking off. So we'll kind of help you be all together in one place and kind of pull you back from wherever you're kind of stuck at. Because I do that sometimes too. When I come out on the other side, I'm like, oh, wow, I think I just kind of just got stuck when I was sick a little bit or when I was healing certain things. So I kind of pull those aspects of me back and kind of try to get on the same page mostly. So there's not a lot of confusion. Let me put Miranda. All right. So Brandy, Frankie, and Miranda. All right. So you want to get started?
Yeah, we're starting with Brandy.
We are. So we have 3 people donated so far. Hi, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Anyone coming on, please, if you would share, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So we do have 3 people on the list. Mary Ekman, thank you so much. She just donated. We have 4. So I was just saying we can go ahead and get started if you're ready to do that.
I'm ready. I guess we'll just take turns, or do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Like, do whatever works.
So if I'm, we can just kind of see how it goes and go with the flow, if that's okay with you. And if I talk over something or you talk over me, let's just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. But sometimes the messages come through whenever they come through. So just go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you for donating, Mary. I saw that. I put you on the list. Thank you, Paul. Francis, hi, Paul. All right. So let's start with Brandy. Woo! Brandy, do you have any pets, Brandy? I know she just said hello not too long ago. If you have a bunch of celestial guidance coming in, Brandy, and she's a little scattered in different places. It's like almost like, and it's happening for a lot of people, Brittany, not just you. It's a lot of scattered energy and a lot of confusion moving forward. So we're just, you seem like a multiple. I think that's what I'm looking at right now. So all in one. There we go. And yeah, your dogs have been, if your dogs have been acting erratic, Frankie, yes. Uh, you have cherubs coming in. So there's different celestial guidances that you have. Your dogs have been processing with you, and they've been trying to help you with this process. So they're asking me to give them each two cherubs. Cherubs are specifically for animals. Those angels. There's angels for every single aspect of everything. There's angels for everything. Literally, I can sneeze and there'll be an angel for sneezing. So I'm very serious. Like, it's funny. I know it sounds hilarious, but I'm very, very serious. Like Azrael's on my right side right here, and he's like laughing, but it's a thing. Um, so yes, she says they've been very loving. So if they've been kind of acting erratic or acting kind of like high energy, they've just been processing your anxiety about certain things, about moving forward, and they've been trying to help you with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and help you. I'm creating so some of the codes you don't need, we're getting rid of those. We're opening the crown. Some of the crown aspects of yours have collapsed. We're opening back those back up. And we're giving your dogs 2 cherubs each as guidance and protecting them. So they now have those. And I'm just going to go ahead and integrate the parts of you that have been kind of scattered here and there. Amanda, feel free to go ahead and start.
I've been working on her. When I tuned into her energy, just feeling very like overwhelmed. Like she's got so much going on right now and coming in. And I felt some pain in my left thumb, my left wrist as well. So I don't know if she's injured herself in some way, somehow. But yeah, loosening up some energy in the heart space, creating more flow.
Brandy, I think don't get overwhelmed. I'm just helping you gently and easily pull back those bodies in and those codes in. She's getting nauseous. I don't know if you feel it yet.
I definitely can.
Yeah, you're getting really nauseous, Brandy. Try to breathe with me.
A little heated. I'm feeling very hot. Maybe a fan if she has a fan.
Her bodies are panicking. Hold on, Brandy. I'm gonna step into your space for just a moment to fix a few things. Don't panic, okay? I'm holding your field right now.
Breathe.
Please breathe to help us.
Breathe. Breathe.
Or you're gonna make me throw up.
Breathe with me. Focus on your breath.
There you go. A lot better. There we go. It's just I pulled in a lot of them at once, and I think her field just kind of took it personally of those aspects that were coming in. So I'm gonna put you back in present time. You're not going through them again, and I'm gonna push your ego back from like looking at what I'm trying to do right now. Because you're taking it personally, and you're trying to relive what's happening, and that's not. It's not. You're in present time right now. You're here and now, so you're okay. There we go. Mother Mary stepping in for you, Brandy. She's caressing your hair like this, and she's saying it's gonna be okay. And whenever you cry, Brandy, and like I don't know if you cry in your bedroom when you feel like no one's looking, or you feel like when you cry in your car or something, but sometimes I do that. And you feel like no one's there, and you feel sometimes, even though we know we're not alone, we feel like we're alone sometimes. Mother Mary's just kind of holding someone's head like this, and she's like saying, "It's okay. It's okay.
She's going to need to rest after this.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you have a big emotional release, it can be very draining, and it's okay to need to rest a little bit extra afterwards.
If you cry in the next 3 or 4 days, Brandy, it's completely normal, okay? Aw, she's so sweet. She goes, "Thank you. I do often. That's amazing." I'm very happy you're here. I'm very happy to help, and we all do. I mean, I do that sometimes. Sometimes when it's I'm going, and sometimes it helps because I feel like I can't maybe yell or cry as loud as I want to sometimes because I'm always like, oh, conscious about where I'm at or what I'm doing. So I'll go onto the highway and I'll drive at that speed or maybe in the dark sometimes and just cry or scream as loud as I want to. Sometimes because I'm frustrated with something or really sad and frustrated or a combination of the both. Um, so I do that too. Um, so good luck. I feel like your field feels a lot better. Um, yeah, you feel good now. Hi, Kat. Hello, hello.
She needs to cool down a little bit. If you've got any like cold water bottles or anything like that in your fridge, don't get up too soon. But when you start to feel like you're ready to move around, I would suggest putting something cold on the back of your neck. You felt like somebody that was getting ready to pass out.
I think she processes it with a lot of fire. I think a lot of people process with fire. So we'll just have her process whatever we just did with air so it doesn't overwhelm her that way.
Yeah, maybe a fan. You've got
Yeah.
a fan, put the
Yeah.
fan on you.
Yeah, I know, Brandy. I know you have to say it hard, strong for other people sometimes, so I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you feel excellent, Brandy. I hope that helped. She goes enjoy spicy.
I do enjoy spicy.
I hope that helped, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Okay. So next we have Frankie on the list.
Frankie.
Frankie, it feels like okay. So immediately, as soon as you're welcome, Brandy. As soon as we said Frankie, like the sun energy came in, and it's like the sun she has. You have a special not only like if you probably enjoy being outside in the sun, or you like being in sunny places like California maybe or Florida. I don't know. Um, you also have a special connection with the sun. Um, the sun has been praised throughout many times, lifetimes, revelations, gods, goddesses. There's a specific power harnessing the sun. You're only beginning to learn what that power is. Um, so there's something also called the Surya Namaskar, which is a sun namaskar. It's a yoga pose that people do to get. It's like a 7 to 9 step yoga pose people do to get in special contact or harness the powers of the sun. Some people like the moon, some people like the sun. You seem to be more like a floral, sunny child, happy, kind of full of life. You seem to always also like to travel. Although they're saying, I don't know if you've been feeling like that passion or like, I know you kind of help people and you uplift people as well. And I know I see you do wonderful things, but sometimes we ourselves can feel stuck. And although we think we're doing the right thing, we maybe feel being a little bit confused as to which direction to take next. Because sometimes for people who like to plan, people are like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. People who like to plan, sometimes when they get thrown off of their plan, they don't know what to do, especially like people who have strong earth placements. Like maybe your Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter. I don't know what placements they have, maybe Capricorn, whatever that looks like. People have strong Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo placements. They're very resistant to change. You might have lots of Earth in your chart. You might have less water, less air. So they get kind of stuck when things don't go their way. Even though they can be adventurous like you are, it just resistant to change. So that in itself, they're saying, is something we can focus on today. So we're just gonna go ahead and relieve some of that stress you've been feeling. Oh, there's like a lot of
right here.
oh, okay. So we're gonna relieve a lot of stress in your upper lower areas, like a lot of musculoskeletal stress that I'm feeling. Maybe it's the position that you're lying down in, or like maybe you're like this and you're looking at your phone or whatever it is, whatever position you're looking at. So we're just gonna relieve some stress like there. And then since we like using the sun, we're going to use the sun and ask the sun to step in and use solar codes to reignite certain parts of the DNA, certain shifts. So it's going to be a quantum DNA dimensional kind of thing for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and change out certain things you don't need, put in new codes that you need, change certain templates for you, and we're going to infuse that with white crystal, golden violet lay, and then sun magic.
And while you're doing that, I've already been working on her body a little bit, and I am seeing her. It's going to be grounding for her to do, if she does yoga and likes that, to do those yoga poses or a sun meditation. I'm seeing her in front of at least one window. She may have a place where she can go where there are multiple windows where she's getting that exposure while she's still indoors. If you have that space.
They're saying, what are you running from? I'm seeing a male. I don't know if it's like an older male. I don't know if you're processing either a relationship or a relationship with an older male, and I don't know if it's a father figure or something. Um, Something that's coming up with that and unresolved issues. Kind of there's a few blocks because of that, but we can change that if you so choose. So I'm going to go ahead and have my higher self talk to your higher self. And we're looking over some contractual issues. See if you need certain people still in their contract. And if you don't need them and it can be changed for best and highest good, then it will be changed. So be it. How are you feeling, Frankie? I'm feeling your emotional body come up to the forefront. She's had a lot of built up stress in her body that's being relieved as well. We're transmuting some of that energy, that stuck stress energy that's been built up.
Yeah. I don't know if my guides keep saying he's not coming back. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. That delivering messages like that sometimes hard for me to do because I don't know what I'm talking about. They're saying he's not coming back. I don't know if that resonates.
It was an emotional day, moving energies. Yeah, it is the collective. It is a collective. It's also the collective that's going through the shift. So some people who are naturally empaths kind of feel that a little bit more denser than other people do. Oh, it's also because you kind of take on other people's energies when you're trying to help them. I see you talking to multiple people and you're trying to help multiple people. Um, there's a tool that you're saying that you should use because you interact with certain people, and you just be you being you. You want to help people and relieve people, and that's excellent. But instead of taking the pain on for yourself, and you trying to process their pain, what you can do is kind of hold your own and then transmute their pain. So hold the intention. I'm giving you the codes. Hold the intention that when you're trying to help someone or talk to someone or heal someone when they're going through certain things, hold the intention to transmute them and have your guides actively do it for you, um, instead of you absorbing. Because what you're doing right now is absorbing. It's like a Taurus in your field, and you're absorbing everyone's ick, and then you're dealing with the ick, and you're like, why me? That's what it looks like.
Well, it's going to make you physically ill to be absorbing other people's energy in that way.
She's just kind of sensitive. I don't think she's aware she's doing it.
I can relate, like, because I used to do that a lot, and I spent a lot of my life ill not knowing that I was absorbing other people's energy. And it's still sometimes a challenge to set strong boundaries with certain people.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure in the head area. Can you please go in? Thank you. Your beliefs are being challenged, is what I heard.
I'm tinkering with her heart space a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Your guides are saying they understand what you're going through, and they've been holding space for you, and they love you, and you're doing an amazing, amazing job. They want to say, they just want to say that. And they're very proud of the progress you've made, both for yourself and for other people. Just learn when to say no, is what they're saying. Yes. Hello, Ivy. Welcome, welcome. Yes, ma'am. We have room. There we go. That feels good. It's lifting from her now.
Feeling drawn to bring in some new codes, some solar codes as well.
For our sun child.
Yes. Sunchild. Oranges.
Oranges, Amun Ra, Ra. Lots of Egypt past lives for you, my dear. All right. That feels good. You're going to sleep well tonight, dear. If you feel the sleep coming, don't fight it. Okay. I feel complete with that. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Frankie, for coming on. I wish you the best of luck, whichever path you decide going forward. Good luck, my dear. Okay, there we go. They were just tidying up some last few things. You're welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Okay. Next we have Miranda.
Miranda.
That's good. Source. She goes, I'm going source path. Sounds good. All right, Miranda, if you're here, just say hello. Oh, there she goes. I was just about to say, you caught that, did you, Miranda? So I was just about to say, Miranda, could you say hello? And she already says, I'm here. Whoa, they got me going to work already. Okay, Miranda, the Violet Flame just stepped in. Lots of love to you too, Frankie. Violet Flame just stepped in. They're asking, we're burning through certain things. We're burning through contracts. We're burning through lifetimes. We're burning through certain things. We're dropping lots of dead weight for you, Miranda. Whatever choice you made in the last 4 to 6 weeks, it's created the shift for you. And now you're not, the possibilities that were created, I'm seeing 99, whatever possibilities that were created for you, you've made a decision, pretty fairly sized decision in the past 4 to 6 weeks, I feel like. And that's made some kind of drastic change in your future or whatever path you're going on. During there, that's why we're kind of changing. They're changing a lot of things. We're using the violet flame. We're burning up your people in your nearby aura. We're burning up cords. We're burning up certain things in your life path, contracts, people that need to leave right now. Certain things. You have new guides coming in, switching in and out. They have me going to work. I'm sorry. Yep, I'm just flipping. I'm flipping and dropping templates into your DNA and field. So you can go ahead and say what you need to say, Amanda. Thank you for donating, Ivy.
It's just moving some of the pressure out of her headspace. I don't know if she was getting a lot of messages at once.
Is there a chance you're feeling me?
Maybe. Maybe.
Try not to feel.
Okay. How do I do that? Like, let's set intention not to feel whatever my she's feeling.
That was just
on Miranda. I'm like, why am I working on my head right now?
No. That's just that's how fast the codes come in. The downloads come in for me when they're talking to me. So I'll just fix it for right now. There you go. Better?
My head is fine now.
Good. Okay. It's just the way it comes in for me. Information comes in like that. Okay, let's see. Miranda. I'm looking at your inner heart. Like they're like peeling back 3 different layers and they're showing me like an inner heart, inner child.
I have some light language for her.
Go ahead.
Aritiashno kwa ia na arot ko oi nia shatko ia shaya na to ko ia na roto to ia na shatko ia na tia na to ia na rataka ia.
So kat samo ria ita ko o sa arati kisinare to ori shista so. They're showing me a past life of yours, Miranda, of you as a Mayan. I'm seeing the ancient Mayan head where ancient Mayan, if there's a reason that you find yourself drawn towards pyramids or sacred geometry or certain things, there's a reason for it. The Mayan and Aztecs, you've had several lives as Mayans and Aztecs, and you've also helped develop certain technology for at that time that was very advanced that people didn't even know was possible. It's like she's bringing in her like Atlantean, Mayan past lives, and it's just you bought it in a little too quickly, and you need a little assistance, kind of bringing those bodies back home. So I'm gonna go ahead and help you with that as well. You're bringing those parts back home. Is parts of her remember what she used to be able to do back then, and she wants to use some of those codes for this lifetime. So we're just gonna go and check through what she does need, and we're not gonna give her all the stuff because it's a waste of necessary stuff. But whatever you do need, we will get it for your best and highest good. Whatever you don't need, that's dead weight. Again, we're getting rid of that because we don't need stuff we don't need. Gently, easily. I'm going to create a processing body for you, so you're not feeling everything that's happening. Tell me what you're feeling right now, Miranda. Are you okay? Thank you for donating, France. She says she's good. And there's one last thing they want me to do with your throat. There's like pins in it. There's pins. It's like
I've been working on the back of her neck. Before you even told me who we were working on, I started feeling it
it's
in
like
the back of my
getting.
neck.
It looks like someone got into like a verbal argument of some sort, and it's like whatever thought forms, whatever you said and whatever they said, whatever thought forms were going on. It's like it was like an attack of sorts. And it visually looks like darts or pins. So we're just gonna go ahead. That person's still in your field. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. Do you feel that energy? Do you feel like this darker energy on the outskirts, Amanda? Like a heavy iron energy. It feels a little bit darker. Do you feel that?
It's like back here, like
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna get rid of that. You feel how it feels dense and like not nice.
yeah. I'm calling Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael to assist, please.
They're on it.
Thank you.
There we go. Remember, whenever we remove things, always replace anything that's removed or anything that's. She goes, I feel that energy. It's icky. Yeah, we're taking care of it. So whenever we remove things, and whenever we get rid of things, we have to remember to replace everything with light. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Icky little unfriendlies.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hearing that not everybody is your friend. Not everybody's your friend. That doesn't mean that you're not wonderful, but we all play a role in it. So,
All right. All right. That feels good. A lot less pressure, a lot more gentle, and a lot of relief. So that feels good. All right, Miranda, you feel really good now. Did you have anything to add? I'm so sorry.
oh, she needs to be grounding right now. She needs to be actively grounded. That's all I have to add.
Also, drink some water, Miranda. I want to drink some myself. My dog's hair everywhere.
That's a struggle for me as well.
Like, literally,
That's why I was laughing. I'm like, you're wearing lip gloss or something, and there's dog hair in your lip gloss.
he's literally like everywhere. Like I'll have a roller everywhere I go. It's on my shirt. It's on my stuff, on my clothes. You can't like. I'll just be shedding dog hair at the hospital. Like it's ridiculous. Oh, 1 second.
Is it all right if we take a quick bathroom break?
You want to take a quick bathroom break?
Really quick.
Go ahead.
Okay.
There you go. You're welcome, Miranda. I can feel the relief already. Whew. I don't know if any of you guys have pets on there, but it's just pretty interesting because I don't know if you guys, wearing black is honestly a challenge with pets. Where it just there's just anything black, anything of color. It's just, and even my hair, it's literally everything. It's like, and people who have pets of cats and dogs, you understand. Even with a de-shedding brush, I feel like it never really goes away. Is there anything specific I need to do that keep icky energy gone? What did I do to cause it? Um, it doesn't matter what you did to cause it, because then whenever we focus on certain things, if something's gone, we don't focus on it too much. We don't call it back in, right? So if something's gone, we just want to be like, ah, thank God, it's gone, it's gone. Um, Sometimes when we focus on why or what or the certain details of it, um, we tend to call certain stuff back in. So why or what doesn't probably matter at this point. What you can do to keep it, the icky energy gone, um, just kind of be careful, you know, who you're interacting with, kind of how you interact with certain people. And it feels like you deal with energy quite a bit. I don't know if you do healing sessions for other people. I don't know what you do, but whoever you consider a mentor or whoever you consider some kind of guidance that like you go to, because healers need healers, right? So because I go to my mentors at least twice a month. So what I would do is exactly that. I would suggest you see one of your mentors or healers, someone that you trust as a healer, and have a private session with them at least once every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, to kind of keep your energetic body, um, like energetic hygiene maintained. That's what I would suggest. Especially, I don't know what kind of job you do or whatever. It feels like you deal with a lot of energy.
Yeah, like she's working in some sort of a public setting. Just learning discernment, because if you're interacting with a lot of people, I mean, it's just something that happens when you interact with people often.
Mm-hmm. Well, that feels excellent, Miranda. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have Miss Mary Ekman. I'm
Mary?
sorry if I didn't say that correctly.
Mary.
Ooh, hello, Mary. If you're here, you're welcome, Miranda. Have a beautiful day. Mary, if you're here, just go ahead and let us know you're here. Immediately, a swan came in. A beautiful swan came in.
I had like, uh, what is that rhyme? Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Which is a mother goose tail. Like,
Yeah, it's like this beautiful white like swan came in. It feels like one of your guidance. It's like it's showing that it's a swan, but it feels like one of your guardians or galactic guidance. And it's one of your protector guides, actually. It's not even just a spirit guide. It feels like, because she's showing me her wings kind of open out like this as of like blades. And she's like, they're kind of sharp blades. So she's kind of showing me that she's protecting you and the family kind of from a lot of things. Um, Mary, Mary, Mary. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, thank you for joining us. Mary, it feels like there's lots of pressure points. There's pressure points in your temporal region, your sphenoidal area, um, down lower, like your occipital. There's like certain pressure points that I'm seeing. Um, some kind of medieval torture stuff, man. Okay, so we're gonna have certain things transmuted, Mary. If you have certain ailments, like sudden like shooting pains throughout your body, or sudden like nervous pain throughout your hand, or like certain body parts, or like random pain coming through, it's just it's like the physical manifestation of whatever that is. It's like you're reliving that. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and help you. Sorry, whenever I say we, It's me and the guidance. There's a lot of the things I do. Shiva stepping in right now. Kali stepping in right now. Whatever I do, a lot of it's with guidance. Without the guidance, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that I do. So I hold the space for the magic to happen. That's why I say source does the work. So you're getting lots of codes, Mary. We're going to keep your head chakras open, throat chakra open. We're going to bring gently into alignment. You're getting one of you're starting to see, Mary. Either you've already started to see or you're going to start to see soon. You're starting to see at the corner of your eye, and certain things are scaring you. Like you feel like you see certain shadows or things, and you're like, "Did I see it? Did I not see it? Did I see it? Did I not see it?" Don't be afraid to see. I'll go ahead and put some filters in for you. We're gonna give you some filters, so it's gonna be gentle and easy. But it's like you probably used to see as a kid as well. I don't know if you have kids, Mary. There's like a younger girl I'm seeing. Do you have kids? Um, it, it's just you're gonna start to see soon, and they're saying not to be afraid because it could have been something that you had early on as a kid that you turned off because you saw something or heard something or you used to talk to whole beings, and you kind of maybe shut it off. So it's starting to come up again soon. The filters will definitely help you, whether discerning what you're seeing or if it's scary or non-scary or should you be worried or certain stuff. Don't overthink it. Feel it because you seem to be more of a feeler. Um, we're having the codes drop into the anterior and posterior aspects of your field, and I'm kind of anchoring them certain ones in place. It's like you have like a Christmas tree, Mary, and all of them have been activated. I don't know if you do light language or you get light language healings, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been activated, and it kind of is like dispersing your energy. So let's ask that the ones that need to be activated for best and highest good at this time be activated. The rest of them you still have in your field. It's just whatever you need to focus on or whatever you're asking for you or your family. Um, let that be the primary, and let the rest of them will still be there, but they'll be activated later when you need them to be activated.
I'm feeling like she has like a wall on this side or like blinders on, if you will. I'm going to do a little bit of light language while you're doing your thing.
You said she has blinders on?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. There's like a wall right here beside my head. Like
It's because she doesn't want to see that's what it is. She's put certain stuff in place where she's afraid, and she's like, no, no, no. So it looks like that. So we're putting cones and filters in place so she can gently see without being terrified of it. She's a seer. She's a seer. She's a natural born seer. It's just it comes to her naturally more than other people who try to see.
it's like I want to do light language right here, but there's a wall, and I'm like, wow, there's a wall there. I don't know if I'm supposed to do light language over here.
Feel into it. Feel into it. Hello, Alicia. Thank you for joining us. Good evening.
They said put a window there. All right. I'm going to put a window in the wall.
Whatever works, man.
So she can see when she wants to. That was cute.
Chimes. I don't know if you have wind chimes, but those would be peaceful. Um, Miranda, get out.
Forgot to use.
I cannot. No, you're good. I would have done the same thing. The something holding you back is yourself. That's what I've been saying. You're just afraid because you're a natural born seer. But like you said, we put filters in place, and she's put the window that Miranda is wonderfully singing in the background too. So you have that in place now, so that'll help you. Just take it easy, my dear. You have it's whatever she's asked for. Well, just seek out guidance whenever you start feeling overwhelmed. You've asked for certain things. You've asked for certain clairs. You've asked for certain activations. They're about to kick in. Not to scare you or anything. Just realize that sometimes if you're feeling too much and everything's happening at once, seek guidance. Don't just be like, oh my God, what do I do? And just hammer it out yourself, or just kind of be like, I can deal with it. I'm good. Don't do that. Just find a healer you trust. Start seeing them regularly. They'll walk you through the process. You'll be great. You're very powerful, very talented naturally. So just get the routine and discipline and guidance you need.
Yeah, I'm also feeling like she needs to create a safe space. So if you get a little freaked out when you're outside and you're getting a lot at once and you're starting to have things open up, creating a safe space in your home or an area of your home where you can take a break if you're starting to get overwhelmed by things.
Last thing for you, Miranda, they've given you a rhino. So this is going to be your protective guidance. Whenever you're feeling scared, call upon your rhino, and your rhino will kind of get rid of stuff and kind of clear the path for you. Okay? That feels good. All right. Thank you, Mary. I'm complete from my side.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have Ivy. Ivy be doing all kinds of stuff, man. I be seeing on her Facebook. She'd be like posting stuff, and I think it's, was it a fish? Was it a carcass of a fish? Do you have indigenous? Do you have like decent indigenous like ancestry or nationality? Like I don't know what it is. It's just a cool stuff on her wall all the time. You're welcome, Mary. Hello, Ivy. Yay, she's here.
Hi. Hello.
Ooh, for you, Ivy, you are indigenous. Excellent. I love it. I love indigenous people. I've been trying to educate myself on certain things, and I've realized that indigenous, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe indigenous is the correct term to use, and there's certain things I'm educating myself with. A lot of indigenous ancestors coming through. They're saying, okay, so I'm going to do some clearing for you, Ivy, and they're also asking me to give you light codes for your business. Whatever business you're trying to either start or amplify, or I don't know what you're trying to do, Ivy. Expand maybe is the right word. Whatever business you're trying to expand, maybe what you need also is advertisement. Go outside the regular group of people you always advertise or cater to. If you want to expand, you've got to do it outside the regular, normal places or people that you go to. So go to maybe people that you normally won't talk to, or talk to people, or go to places. I'm seeing whatever you're doing. It's very big. It's like the expansive capability or like the productivity of it. Like there's a chance it goes from like whatever, it's like a vast jump, like maybe 70%, whatever it is. You just have to also expand your clientele. You got to expand who you're going through, different kinds of advertisement, more speaking, more lives where we see your face maybe. certain things like that. Your face is going to be well known, pretty like, you know, your face advertising stuff like that. I'm seeing you buying either a new home or some kind of area um, to do business or whatever you want to do. I don't know if it's land or whatever you're doing. Um, Stork, step forward. Thought, step forward. You're rewriting your own history, he's saying. You're rewriting, and you're also healing certain aspects of yourself. You're at the place right now where you're healing certain past lives of yourself with whatever work you're doing, and you're easing up the karma for your family and the people around them. So you're taking on a fairly decent amount of pressure or responsibility, whether that's what you're consciously trying to do or not. I'm not aware of that, but you're taking on quite a bit. And they're saying, remember that you're human. Whatever you're doing is wonderful and it's excellent, and you have a heart of gold. But remember that you are human. Is there something more specific in what business I'll be opening?
I'm not sure, but I'm getting that they're wanting you to start sharing your light language, if that's something that you're interested in doing or have been thinking about doing. TikTok can be a good place to share that.
It feels like some kind of home remedies, Ivy. It just feels like stuff you make at home. Like, I don't know if you like get animals and you process them and stuff like that for other people, or you pickle them or you jar them. I'm seeing like remedies. I'm seeing preparing, like, I don't know if it's preparing meats or carcasses or it's like, it looks like a wind chime but with bones. And then there's like something that looks like a dream catcher but made with different materials. It's like plant medicine mixed with animal medicine. It's like a medicine woman. It's like an indigenous medicine woman that uses. See, yeah, butchered and canned a couple of deer yesterday. See, that's what I'm talking about. So whatever you're already doing, so there's deer magic. There's the shamanic way also teaches, the indigenous shamanic way teaches the magic that's harnessed within frog magic, right? Frog medicine, deer medicine, rattle medicine. There's medicine. There's magic in each of these things that people have used throughout the centuries to heal people with severe ailments that people used to die somewhere in Britain at the age of 22 with. So you have that. Drums too. Yeah, like I'm seeing you work as a medicine woman. I'm seeing you work with natural products and nearby stuff. It's just also learning a little bit more about the medicines that you're harnessing and trusting yourself, they're saying. Some of it's coming naturally to you, and some of this you may feel like you need guidance from maybe an elder or something like that. Get guidance from elders, get whatever you need, but also trusting a part of yourself. How they did the process might not be how you did the process. Use your intuition and use your trust and start building, because it's going to start small. And once you start trusting yourself and building the drums, building the medicine, building the chimes, building the dream catchers, whatever that looks like for you, you're going to build on that. And whenever you do stuff, advertise it. Don't hide. Don't hide. Advertise it. Show your product. Show your face. Show your things. Like, you have to do. How will people know? It's not like people make advertising sound like it's a bad thing. In this day and age where the social media is so big, if you do not advertise, how will they know, right? So this social stigma that is there for advertising or whatever, or showing yourself or talking about the products that you do to help people, I feel like should be taken from a different perspective. That's just me though.
Yeah. So, not being afraid to be seen. Because that's how people are going to know what you have to offer. If you're working on making these things, if you feel drawn to doing a video of that while you're doing that, not very many people make real indigenous drums. They are hard to find. I would like to buy one when you get those made. By the way, I've been looking for a shamanic drum. And
The lady, the Land of Two Sands, Brenda Bishop makes one, and then obviously now we know Ivy as well. So
okay.
we have two people that we know that make them now.
Yeah, just being open about what you're doing and what you have to offer, and knowing that the more you allow yourself to be seen as your authentic self, the right people are going to naturally be drawn to you.
Yeah, that feels good. Start off small. Start thinking. Don't think, okay, I want to, maybe if you want to open a business, don't think, oh, whenever that business takes off, I'll start making cards. Whenever that business takes off, I'll start thinking about the business name. No. The moment you feel like I want a business, this speaks to me, this speaks to my soul, this is something I see myself doing in the next 10, 15 years, boom, start thinking about a business card. Order business cards. Think of a business name. Start a business PayPal. Make a business website. That's part of manifesting things into the material world. If you act like your business is coming in the next 10 years, your business will take time to come in the next 10 years. If you act like your business is here now and you're making cards and you're making things or you're making a website like it's here right now, then your clients will also come here right now. So just keep that in mind. Don't be like, whenever the business comes, I will worry about it then, if that's what you want to do. But you're getting codes and you're getting processing stuff, and we're transmuting a lot of ancestral patterns for you as well. Your ancestors are stepping forward. They're saying there's no right or wrong way to do things. I don't know what kind of community you're in. Maybe they're very harsh about this is the right way, this is the wrong way, or I don't know if someone talks to you that way. Your ancestors are saying that's bullshit. They're saying go with your heart. Don't go with what people tell you.
Ivy says, we're moving into a new 4-bedroom house in January or February. I'll be building a smokehouse and butcher shed once we move in. I'm limited living in an apartment building. That's understandable. I don't know what the laws are like where you are, but I feel like this is relevant to share with you, or maybe something for you to look at, because I recently discovered that if your business is an LLC and you choose, like, say you're working from that space, that house that you're going to be moving into, you know, if it's owned by your LLC or your business, then you can write off that as part of your business expense and still live there. Because I know that you have a lot of responsibilities, and taking a break wherever you can is important, especially when you're first starting a project. I did work on your heart space a little bit, and your shoulder blade.
Okay. Miranda says, you're fellow Indigenous. You're not trying to be nosy. I love this. That's amazing, Miranda. Yeah. So as a Mayan shamanic background, a lot of Indigenous practices we hold, like ancient practices we hold, whether it's speaking, talking, how we interact, how we sleep. There's a lot of ancient Indigenous practices we practice. So it's very interesting living that lifestyle. So nice. I didn't think about that. Yes, juggling work, home for 3 foster kids. Yeah. I see you doing wonderful things. I would just take it one step at a time. Don't doubt yourself, and just know that you have wonderful community, everyone available to you, and you got this. So good luck. I'm very, very excited to see what you have to share with the rest of us. All right. Whew. That was interesting. All right, Ivy feels complete. They put a bow on her. They're like, I'm like, is there anything else left you guys want to do? And they put a little pink bow on her. Like, she says, just 4 adults. Daughter lives with me to help with the babes. That's good. You're welcome, Ivy.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
And remember us when you start drums.
Yes, absolutely. If you ever have like any business related type questions, feel free to ask me. I've, successfully started to. So
Hello, Claire. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Ivy. All right, let's see. Okay, I believe next we have on the list. I think it's France next. Mary, Ivy, France.
France.
Mm-hmm.
France. Okay.
France, are you here? Claire says, I caught you in time. Yay! Fran says she's here. Thank you for catching us on time. Thank you for being here in real time. All right, France.
Oh, shit.
Off the bat, yeah, the energy's low. Yeah, I felt that coming in. I was like, oh. All right, France.
I'm gonna work on your lower back. That.
Yeah, I'm feeling some stress on your neck and shoulders, friend. So we're gonna go ahead and like work on releasing it. It's gonna feel like a chiropractic adjustment, a spiritual chiropractic adjustment. And I'm gonna relieve some of that stress over there. It's connected to your throat again. I know we worked on that a little bit before. We're gonna work on that a little bit more. The codes are coming in for you. They're showing me you with your staff. They're upgrading your staff, France. I don't know how often you use your staff and what magic you use with it. They're upgrading your staff right now. We're upgrading your wings. I'm sorry, I'm just taking a look at your field and I'm just kind of flicking stuff here and there and kind of making sure stuff is the way it needs to fall on them. I'm placing all your chakras, like it looks like a Jenga thing. I'm just kind of doing this to it and kind of doing them all in like a line kind of thing. Because your codes, some of them are stuck here, some of them are stuck there. That's partially why you have like some like neck pain, back pain, because like the codes are not, their codes are like coming in, but they're getting stuck. So let's put you back in alignment. Gently, easily push that back together. Have the energy kind of free flowing. Whenever you go on walks, kind of just move your hands like this, or like kind of like that. Like do something, like just kind of move when you're walking. Or there's like these tiny dumbbells, like they have these like low weight dumbbells that they have. You can like carry them and kind of walk with low weight dumbbells like this, like brisk walk up and forth while you're walking with the dumbbells. Or like there's like a little vest that's a weighted vest, kind of something like that. So that they're just talking about kind of moving your hands and stuff while you're walking. Just kind of get that energy kind of moving so it kind of flows free flowing throughout your whole body. Did you want to say something, Amanda?
Well, I was going to say she needs to be doing some sort of movement activity, but if you're not stretching in the morning, you should consider it. Like, consider stretching out and just feeling the way that your body feels and listening to your body. Like, all right, my lower back feels like it's way over here and we need it to be here. There are some very simple movements that you can do just to bring yourself physically back into alignment. I mean, it's hard for me to show you, like, but looking up some stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the stretching part and also kind of free flowing, you're very tense. It's kind of like the stiffness. So like maybe just sitting like with your like legs crossed or like legs not crossed and just kind of like moving your upper torso like in a circle like this. Like they do it in gym class. Whenever you stand up, you bend all the way up and all the way down. You go in like a circle or a semicircle, or you do something like that, right? So maybe even if you're sitting down, even you don't have to go outside and do that because you're like, oh, people think it's weird. So you can just sit, you know, like in a squatting, a sitting pose or whatever, and just kind of just move in a circle, kind of free flow, and have your hands kind of dangle or do funny stuff. Or you need to free flow. You're very stiff. It's like you're very serious, very stiff. and it's part of what you've gone through as a kid, as an early adult. It's like trauma and like emotional body abuse and pain, and it's just it's like it unfortunately makes people, some people, it chisels them into like this very serious, serene, calm, like it looks like a person doesn't have emotion. It's like RBF, kind of like this all the time, but they do. It's just that sometimes they're just afraid to show emotions, or they have very monotonous tone, but it's just like the person is fearful to show emotions, stuff like that, right? So it's also their body language also is very stiff, because I do this. That's why I do masking, where I used to be afraid of when I used to do like certain things, or like if I look goofy, or if people thought I was weird, or if I said certain things or accidentally channel stuff, just like being judged. I was worried about that. Sometimes even now, I can feel people judging me, and their thoughts are so loud, so loud, and sometimes it gets on my nerves, because I'm just like, leave me the fuck alone. So it just it kind of forces you to be this person that acts like, in acting so normal and masking, you forget who you are, and you act as this very serene, calm, composed person. But also you become very like strict, and like you lose the love of life, kind of. You're very like, there's grounding, and there's like almost being under the earth. So I'm pulling you back up from that, because you need to be centered. There's something as two being two into the earth. There's that too. You know how people are high flyers? There's people who are also very into the earth, where they just don't, there's no happy medium for them. So we're just gonna weep, and yeah, just kind of like be goofy, France. Do fun stuff. Do, like, we've had this discussion before. Have your energy flow, because you have lots of energy coursing through you, friend. That's why we're saying this. Your energy is like zzz, 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 and it's coursing through you. You need to run the energy. If you run the energy, you'll feel less erratic, less hectic, less anxious. Uh, oh, good. She says I made her laugh. Okay, good. As long as you laugh. I'm so worried sometimes that people might take my message, because I'm channeling. Like half the time it's channeling, so it's like not really me saying what I want to say. So I'm glad that people don't take it the wrong way. Sometimes it just has to come out certain way. Sometimes people are very harsh. So you're welcome.
What kind of staff does she have? Because I don't know if it's just me, but I'm like seeing her like fucking swinging the staff around and shit, like having fun.
She has a magical staff. Matthew, thank you for being here, Matthew. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. No, she has a very magical staff. It's a long story, but it's this thing. She went, and it was a metaphysical staff, and then she actually got a staff, and then it's like highly infused with magic. It's that she like hones in on her past witchy days. She's very witchy magic that goes on, and then she loves her staff, like from, I guess, when she used to live in like a little hut back in the day when she was a witch in the woods or forest somewhere. So she just has like lots of energy into the staff. She like hides most of her magic into the staff.
Go into the fucking woods with your staff and swing it around. Like, why not? Like, get some movement. You need some movement. And while you do that, pop your chakras back into place.
Oh. What she's doing? Just kind of freely moving, like it's funny, but it's so serious. Move the energy. Move it. Because I've had lots of stress around Christmas, both canceled. Oh, a blizzard and other sickness. Well, I hope you feel better.
Blizzard. You can swing the staff inside. Just be careful so you don't break shit.
Yeah, she has a very magical staff. She hides her magic there. She heals with her staff. So it's a magical staff. It's very old.
And I love that. I absolutely love that.
But I feel lots of transition coming in for you. Maybe start looking. I don't know if you already have some kind of attunement, France, whether you have a Reiki attunement or whether you have, I don't know, there's different kinds of modalities out there. There's different kinds of Reiki modalities out there. So if you're feeling the urge to maybe start healing other people and start working with people, or just maybe healing yourself, is you could do that with Reiki, right? You could just heal yourself. So whatever you feel like, or if you're feeling that call to maybe like kind of explore different healing modalities and kind of start one. I walk with it in the woods, not lately because of the temperature. She does walk in the woods. Too long, too long.
It's too long. 6 foot tall. That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm like jealous. I'm like, I want a fucking staff. I don't have a staff.
Oh, great. She goes, I have different modalities. So yeah, I don't know if you're planning on like starting to work on healing other people, or if you've thought about that. If you have thought about that, or if that's something that interests you, go ahead. This is the green light. Do I have something green next to me? No, I do not. Okay. But yeah, that feels good, France.
Here's your same thing.
She said she laughed outside when she said in the house. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she's seeing, France. I secretly maybe be doing that. Who knows?
Sometimes my guides get like crazy, like just to loosen things up. I'm like, okay.
Okay. So that feels complete, France. Oh, wait. Claire, did you just donate? Yep, Claire just donated. Let us put Claire on the list.
Is she next?
Yes, she is. Claire,
Okay.
are you here? I felt like an old lady when I said that.
I feel like I need to turn the heat down in my house.
Yeah. Thank you, Claire, for donating.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Marcel. Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful sister. Thank you for joining us. She just stopped for years ago. France, you stop it. She stopped for years ago. Go ahead and start again if you want to start again.
Starting with yourself is a good place.
Yeah. I mean, if you have different modalities, I would definitely go ahead and start healing on yourself. I mean, you know the pressure areas you need to work on, so I would go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that feels good, France. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay. Next we have Claire. Interesting. All right, Claire. So for you, so remember there's duality, right? I know it's good to focus on one aspect a lot, but there's also duality. Recently, I used to think, this is good, this is bad. I used to be very extreme, and now I'm just like, everyone has a part to play. It's kind of like a play. So everyone's kind of, there's no good person, there's no bad person, there's no light, no, there's no dark, there's so stuff like that, right? So there's kind of integrations that need to happen.
I'm seeing like a clock or like a pendulum, like swinging back and forth.
There's like her heart chakra and her throat chakra shattered in different pieces. What happened? Like my heart hurts so much. Did something happen recently, Claire? Okay, so we're gonna call in some. It looks like we're bringing in some fractals. You fractured pretty badly. Whatever happened recently, France. Not France. Sorry, Claire. I don't know what happened, but it's like a lot of pressure on your heart space and your throat. It's like, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix those. Her whole field collapsed. What happened? Hold on. Let me fix this. All right. Chakras coming back together. They're up again. They're spinning. Light. Up again. Spinning. Light. Up again. Spinning. Open, expand. Claire, we're gonna give you like 2 or 3 new guidances. I feel like 2 of them will be angels with you. They're being assigned for certain areas. I'm fixing the back of your field, friend. And now you it's like she collapsed on herself. So I'm gonna go ahead and have whatever stuff you didn't want to see or didn't want to experience, and you kind of shut everything down. I'm building it back up. Um, so it's gonna go back up. It's gonna start spinning, and you're gonna feel pressure on your head with all the stuff that you kind of. We're gonna have your guides hold that because it's too much for her right now. Her guide step forward. Joy guide. Appointed joy guide. Okay. Hold her downloads. Hold her stuff for her. All right. So for you, Claire, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. Your healings, downloads, and stuff is your bodies are kind of fragile right now, and they're undergoing repair. They're gonna come in gently and easily for the next 7 to 14 days. So instead of you just having it once, just because of what's happening. Um, uh, One of the things that I advise you to do, Claire, is stay in present time. I know when really painful situations happen and interactions with people happen, it's very hard to stay in present time and not go like you go do the dishes and you remember stuff again and you cry, or you go do this and you remember stuff and you cry. Like it's very hard not to go back to that traumatic experience and just be like, well, what did I do wrong? Or why did they do this? Or how could they do this? Or just stuff like that. Just general human nature, we tend to go back and try to revisit and try to micro analyze it and be like, what could I have done better? What could I have said better? How could they do this to me? Just our human mind wants to think a certain way, so it's understandable. Um, just for your mental sanity and health, I would recommend to just stay in present time. If you feel yourself going back to that memory, you have the power to divert yourself. So maybe watch something, maybe do something, maybe knit something, maybe play something, maybe be interactive or call someone, call a friend. Try to not go into that. And when you do revisit that with someone who you can talk to about it when you're ready. Um, have them hold your field and to cry with them or let it out or process whatever way you need to process and have that person hear or hold you or hug you. Ooh, we're transmuting a lot of stuff for you right now. There we go. Yeah, stay in present time. Just remember, hey, I have this today. Oh, or you're going very off center, and that's kind of you don't want to get sick, um, because you're going that much off center, and it happens when something emotional happens. So just try to stay in present time. Remind yourself of the stuff you have now, or maybe remind yourself, oh, I get to do this tomorrow, or I'm going to do this next week, or even if it feels like it doesn't matter, or you didn't care, or it's everything feels stupid. Just remind yourself, oh, I get to do this next Tuesday, or I'm going to do this Thursday, and just kind of as much as you want to go in the past, remind yourself of the future or present time, but you can't go that far off center. Because even if I push you in center now, which I'm doing, an hour later, if you have a thought or something that pops up, certain things you can go back, right? Because you're powerful as well. So just try to keep that in check, and then have someone sit with you and process that when you're ready to process that. Right now, it doesn't feel like it's the right time to process that. But your codes and everything are there for you. You have some gentle, very slight gentle emotion processing happening. Gabriel, Raphael have stepped forward. Mother Mary stepped forward. Isis is holding you right now. We're having some guidance hold your field as well, just till you're able to do it in the next few days. Take a shower with some salt. have some nice hot tea, watch something cute, watch something happy, divert your mind. But what needs to happen is happening, okay? I'm so sorry you're going through whatever you're going through, Claire. But it'll pass and you'll feel better. Just remember that, you have help if you need it whenever you're ready for it.
That feels better. Me and my guides, we just helped assist with creating the space, holding the space, the containers, strengthening, and offering a little bit of extra support for you at this time. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Like seeing the pendulum, like it was like a clock, but going back and forth. Yeah, that was a beautiful reading.
You're welcome, France. And that's good, Claire. You're very, very welcome. I hope you feel better. Yeah, she got the team holding her. She's good. Blessings to you. All right. All right. So that was all everyone for today. Everyone, thank you so much for coming on today and hanging out with us and spending time with us. All these wonderful people who have shared and donated. And I've learned a few things today, so that was kind of fun. And thank you, Amanda, for being on here.
Thank you.
Amanda from Ascendent Moon Modalities. So she has a wonderful page set up. You guys check her out. She also does tattoos if you live by where she lives. She does pretty cool tattoos. So
yeah. There's a bed and breakfast behind my shop too.
There you go. There's a bed and breakfast. So now you have those set up for you as well. So just check her out, guys. Pretty amazing stuff going on. And we will come back and do different things. All right. Have a wonderful night. Lots of blessings to everyone. Bye. Thank you for being here.